In the novel by H.G. Wells entitled The Invisible Man, a scientist by the name of Griffin works on a process to become invisible by changing the body so that it neither absorbs nor reflects light. Interestingly, the same phenomenon occurs when a leader does not have a plan. The leader neither absorbs insights about the business nor reflects on the business in any meaningful way. Instead, they appear as a bumper car, continually bouncing from one opportunity or fire drill to the next. A startling 81% of managers say their company does not have a process for developing strategy, and 50% said their teams lack the ability to develop a good strategic plan. This is alarming because research shows that planning is the #1 generative source of successful businesses. When you see companies that are struggling to differentiate themselves, unable to increase their profit margin, or lacking a unified direction, it's often due to not having a plan. Some without a plan rationalize that planning is too cumbersome and requires too much time. From what I understand, so does filing for bankruptcy. The #1 cause of business failure and bankruptcy has been shown to be bad or non-existent strategy. However, a plan needs not be overly complex, and the process to develop it can actually be energizing and an excellent catalyst for team building. At its core, a plan answers 2 questions. What are you trying to achieve, and how will you achieve it? To find out if you have a plan that will drive success, answer true or false to the following 5 statements. #1, the plan is updated with new insights throughout the year to remain relevant. #2, the plan clearly identifies a limited number of priorities, so we have extreme focus and are not spreading our resources too thin. #3, the plan drives my daily activities. #4, the plan is distilled into 1 to 2 pages so it is usable. And #5, the plan shows how we will achieve competitive advantage in our market. How did your plan score on these sample 5 questions? Typically, 3 or more false responses would represent an opportunity to develop a plan that could drive greater profits, set a unified strategic direction, and create the foundation for competitive advantage. You can take the full 20-question assessment at strategyskills.com. A professional football coach has a thorough and detailed game plan each week. Heck, I know Pee-wee football coaches who watch hours of video and have comprehensive game plans for their team's 9-year-old opponents each and every Saturday. A professional pilot would never operate a plane without a flight plan. Professional tennis player Roger Federer, a 20-time Grand Slam tennis champion, had this to say about the importance of a plan. I have to be very thoughtful in my planning, really decide beforehand what are my goals, what are my priorities. I think that's what's going to determine how successful I will be. Professionals have plans, amateurs don't. They wing it and hope for the best. Are you a professional manager, or are Pee-wee football coaches better prepared than you are? If your strategic direction is not recorded in a document, then you don't have a plan. And if you don't have a plan, research shows that sooner or later, you'll get beat. The #1 cause of business failure is bad or non-existent strategy. Think, plan, act, repeat. To explore more than 200 resources to develop your strategic thinking and planning capabilities, visit strategyskills.com.